Hello and welcome to the next video. To install VirtualBox, you just click on the executable, click next a couple times, and once that's installed, you should be able to open it and you'll see a view similar to this. Mine is a little bit more blown up because I have Windows scaling turned on for accessibility reasons, and also you won't have a couple of these VM groups here. All right, first off, let's navigate to our directory, which houses all the files we downloaded from the previous video. And what we're going to do is double click on this parrotsecurity.ova file. And now we can just go through this wizard. Let's call this Parrot. By default, it'll give the VM 4 CPU cores and around 8 gigs of RAM. I'm actually going to lower that by half. Okay, and then we can click Finish. If you'll notice here, we have an importing appliance status bar. I'll edit this video to skip through this, but this might take anywhere from a couple minutes to 10-15 minutes, depending on what kind of VM you're importing. Okay, now that we have our VM imported, what we're going to do is go into the settings before we kick it off. You can right click and go to settings, or you can click the VM and click the settings gear here. And what we're going to do is go down to the network tab. And by default, it gives you one NAT attached virtual adapter. We're actually going to give it another one and make that a host only adapter, which essentially creates a host only network within VirtualBox that only allows the host only adapters to talk to each other. It allows us to set up a small virtual network to let us do whatever we want without worrying about call outs or scanning the internet or your ISP or anything like that. All right, and now we can start the virtual machine. Okay, now that our virtual machine is booted up, there's a couple things we can do. So if you go to Systems, Preferences, Look and Feel, and then this Mate tweak right here. If you go down to Windows, you can enable this high DPI setting. This will be good if you have a high DPI monitor or something along those lines. I'm going to use it for the sake of accessibility, so everything is nice and blown up for the video. You can feel free to edit your display settings however you all feel like you need it. But now we have a nice clear terminal here to work out of. First thing we're going to do is update the operating system. The sudo apt-get update. And the default password should be parrot. And now we're going to do sudo apt-get upgrade. Okay, now that's finished up. The last item of business is to get our IP address. We type in IP space ADDR. It'll print out all the IP addresses based off of the network adapters. And if you'll see right here, we have a 192.168.56. That is our VirtualBox host only network adapter. And we just want to take note of that. So wherever you're keeping notes, whether it's Notepad or OneNote or anything like that, I would just save this off and just call it ParrotOS- this IP address. And that way you can easily refer to it without coming back into this box and typing IP space ADDR. That concludes our video of importing ParrotOS into VirtualBox. I'll see you in the next video.